Hey, it's Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we're going to be traveling all the way back to 2011 to listen to the final 5 tracks from the original version of the album, Fly From Here, of course, by the amazing Yes. And that includes the songs The Man You Always Wanted Me to Be, Life on a Film Set, Hour of Need, Solitaire, and Into the Storm. And this one comes courtesy of my amazing supporter here and over on Patreon, Rob Heckman. So thank you once again, Rob, for all your support and for leading me back to Yes. Always a sublime treat when I get to them. All right, The Man You Always Wanted Me to Be is co-written and sung by the amazing Chris Squire. It explores themes of personal transformation and the desire to live up to someone's belief in you. Let's go. Go bass. I Knew I Heard You percussion on the right throughout the song, showcased beautifully right at the end, along with two keyboards. I heard some chords, I heard some organ way back there. Kind of subdued in the song, but clearly this one was all about the vocals, the bass, and of course the amazing electric guitar. Yeah, so uplifting and hopeful straight away. Lots of warm guitar, love that. Of course, nice, warm, and smooth vocals by Chris. I've heard him before. I don't know if he's a little soft to hear, but I loved it. Very, very heartfelt, as the song lyrics demand. Why was I getting hints of John Anderson in some of his tone? I don't know if that was just me or intentional, but really, really cool, really interesting. Steve had so many amazing riffs coming in here and there throughout the song. Enjoyed that. And of course, beautiful harmonies. You know I'm a harmony guy. Starting on verse 2, I think, and throughout the rest of the song. So great. You know, overall, the vibe was so smooth, flowy, but deep emotion and introspection just the same. You know, Yes does those balances perfectly. Then this new bass line arrived towards the end of the song. Very striking, very warm, big, bold. Chris, amazing, yes, yes. And of course, you know, when the yeah, yeah, yes came by the backing vocalists, I love that so much. It was so sunny, so warm, that part. It came back a few times. Beautiful. And then, of course, Steve shining bright at the end with another big solo. Just a perfect blend by all of them, as usual. Yeah, a song full of warmth, hope, and brightness. Wow, loved it. It's getting the Epic Platinum Record Award, yes, for The Man You Always Wanted Me to Be. All right, the remaining songs are sung by Benoit David. Life on a Film Set uses the metaphor of filmmaking to explore the surreal, transient, and often artificial nature of modern life. More acoustic, yes.
All the poems of my neighbors that drift across the sand are just the tendrils of a vast but gentle plant which they command. The headdress of a goddess you wore the night we came is only one small symptom and really not to blame. You're riding a tiger, riding a tiger. Heaven sent the mortals raged upon the wall, and likewise all the missiles shot to make them fall. Heaven, let's keep moving. Victory
I do kind of wish I knew what they were saying. I think I do, but I'm not sure if I do, so I'm going to look it up. Okay, so it was riding a tiger. I did write that down earlier on, so maybe it was more clear in the first part of the song. But wow, what a journey, what a journey. No surprise, it's yes. A very serene and solemn acoustic guitar arpeggio opening. Just love those notes, creating so much mood. Wow. And then, of course, the amazing Benoit arrives. Lovely to hear him again. I love the reverb on his voice. Of course, I love the tone, the delivery. Just wonderful. Wow. So we got kind of a change up. The You're Riding a Tiger part, I just remember there was excellent instrumentation. Was that when the keys came in and that explosive note? I think so. But, lots of change ups, no surprise. Then, of course, I think my favorite part of the song, all of a sudden it rose up into this huge atmosphere when the keys came in, the keyboard chords, something like that. I just know it was perfection. Then we got a pretty huge change up. Yep, we're still progressive here, obviously. This really lively acoustic guitar strumming. Lively, of course, the word of this section. Lively, kind of bouncy keyboard melody. Lively electric guitar melodies, lively vocals. Again, I started getting hints of John, kind of the John Anderson cadence, which I think they're probably doing intentional to keep the spirit of Yes's music. Then, of course, that slide down bass moment. Perfection. Then I think it was different from the beginning part. I don't know, but we were getting this deep bass atmosphere, explosive, thunderous. You know what I'm talking about. Came in the second half of the song a few times. Again, when they were singing Riding the Tiger again. Just, when you think of everything that happened in this song, so satisfying, so creative, so well thought out. Wow. Yes, the masters of songwriting and song arranging. I'll give this one the Double Epic Platinum Record Award, absolutely, for Life on a Film Set. All right, on to Hour of Need. It's about social injustice and the moral dilemmas of modern society, focusing on resilience, hope, and unity. And I think we might have co-lead vocals by Steve Howe. I'm not sure if he does that in this one or in the later version when they re-recorded everything, but I guess hopefully I'll find out. was the short one. Quite a different vibe. Not what I expected. Very, very lovely. Yeah, so the string instrument, the main string was very striking. I couldn't tell what it was. It kind of sounded like half sitar, half banjo. I don't know what kind of guitar it was or what it was. Maybe you can let me know. But different, and I like different. The whole thing very warm and uplifting, very beautiful. Didn't expect it to be that bright. Love the vocal melodies themselves. They were written beautifully, so soothing, so hopeful. I felt so much unity while I was hearing this song. I just wanted to, get in a circle of people, hold hands, and listen to this song, sing this song, whatever. I love that. So I think Steve was the lower octave. Obviously, we got two vocals, two octaves. So if Steve was the lower voice, let me know. I have a feeling that Benoit was way up there. And of course, he sounded beautiful. Yeah, so this one, just 3 minutes or so. It really flew by. So for me, it's like a short and lovely musical anthem and prayer. I'll give it 5 super shiny golden records, an A+ for Hour of Need. All right, on to Solitaire. It's an instrumental acoustic guitar solo by Steve Howe. That should be a treat. Wow, super impressive. So much was put into there. Wow. And as someone who once tried guitar and gave up pretty quickly because it was just too difficult for me, huge respect for all his talent. I've heard it so many times, but to hear it like this and just him, amazing. Wow, again, lively and upbeat. Seems to be a common theme in all of these songs, so hey, I'll take it. Great to hear Steve's guitar mastery shining, all alone, just him and that one guitar. Wow, so impressive. He was doing some guitar tricks, throwing those in, whatever you want to call them, techniques. I loved hearing all that. I always knew he was a master at guitar and other things, vocals and whatever else he plays. Just a legend. Wow. I love how, just one instrument, one arrangement took us so many different places on that journey with his, melodies. So cool. I've never quite heard a full musical journey or adventure strictly on the acoustic guitar. So that was really impressive and very striking. So for the pure, masterful talent, I'll give this one the Epic Platinum Record Award. Yes, easily for Solitaire. All right, and finally, I'm really curious about this one, Into the Storm. It features insider references from the band, and it touches on common themes in their lyrics and cynical commentary of the ways of humanity. Let's go. So fun.
All the stories you've been telling, you must know someday they'll find you out. This life you've been propelling, now you're spinning out. Time to make your reparations now. Come on.
like this part.
Armies of angels are starting to fall, leaving the light at the break of the dawn. Armies of angels are leading me on. Take me away from the heart of the storm. Take me away. Take me away.
Really? And what's that phrase? So much happening here. So much satisfying, beautiful music here. Wow. So the beginning, lively and bouncy instrumentation yet again, following the theme of all the others. I love those happy parts, kind of lots of retro synth tones happening, that fun whistle melody, the wow 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 synth bass. Loved it all. I was getting a very 80s vibe in that section. So fun, so cool to move to. Lively vocals again through and through. The melody's always beautiful. Then we got our first change up. It got a little bit darker, not too dark, but there were dark moments in this song to contrast with the really light, happy moments, and of course I love that. Great piano tucked in there way back as well. I know I heard it, so even more satisfying. Yeah, this one's a true progressive gem, the way Yes delivered time and time again over so many decades. Wow. I was getting hints of, newer neo-prog bands, especially in the second half of the song. Wonderful. I heard so many references to so many other great neo-prog bands from the 90s that I've experienced on this channel. Of course, we got a big, lengthy, dramatic electric guitar solo. Wonderful as well. Steve always shines. They all always shine. Wow. But then I don't know what happened as we got into the coda. Something magical. Easily my favorite part of the song. Somehow it morphed and transformed into this super dramatic, ethereal atmosphere, huge mix of sounds working together brilliantly. It was so immense, so gorgeous. You know what I'm talking about. Clearly, again, my favorite part of the song. What a way to end this journey. Thank you, Yes. So overall, this one's getting an easy and very high double epic platinum record award. Yes, for Into the Storm by Yes, 2011. And thank you so much for all 5 amazing songs. Benoit David, Jeff Downs, Trevor Horn, Steve Howe, Chris Squire, Alan White, Oliver Wakeman, Luis Jardine, and of course, Rob Heckman. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you love these as well. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you wish to chat about these 5. I would love to know what you think. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and into your night. And I'll see you next time in the past.